Hey guys, Nick here for Actual Toyota here in the Brampton Auto Mall, and we're back for another walk around video. This time with our beautiful 2021 Toyota RAV4 XLE Premium. What a beautiful looking car. As you can see, my favorite part of this vehicle, it just stands out so beautifully, are the wheels. They're 19-inch premium alloy, and they just give this car a complete executive and elegant look. Now, before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to bring you over to this beautiful front end that we have here. Now, in 2019, the RAV4 was redesigned, and it was given a really nice, elegant, yet aggressive look on the front, and I think it is a beautiful look, and a lot of you would agree, as these have been selling like hotcakes. Now, as we move up to the front, you got a beautiful honeycomb grille that comes with this XLE Premium, and you also have our beautiful Toyota emblem proudly displayed at the front, but it's got a beautiful dual purpose, as it not only shows you that this is a beautiful Toyota, but it also hides our cruise control and pre-collision radar system. So very, very handy system indeed, and very multi-purpose. Now, as we move around to the side, you can see that this car is beautifully painted in our silver sky metallic. They got very creative names for these beautiful paint colors, but you can also get it in a number of other colors as well, including super white, magnetic gray metallic, midnight black metallic, ruby flare pearl, which is red, as well as our beautiful blueprint. Now, this car looks amazing in all those colors, but I really like this silver, as it just seems to give a nice elegant look to it through and through. Now, with our new TNGA platform that all our current RAV4s sit on, you will see that there's a couple of differences from our previous generations, including that we have moved your driver's side and passenger side mirrors to the door to give you a little bit of an extra sight line for the driver of the vehicle, just to keep you safer on the road, but also just to increase the amount of visibility the driver has. You also can see that you have nice turn signal indicators on these mirrors as well that really give a safety aspect, but also when they light up, they're beautiful as well. Now, as I back out here just a little bit, I'm going to move around the corner, and you're going to see just the lines of this vehicle. The body lines as a whole are just gorgeous. These wonderful big taillights at the back really give you a sharp look, an aggressive look, but they also maintain a nice elegant look as well. Appropriately placed chrome along the back of the liftgate, as well as at the top of the doors as well, really give you enough chrome to make it look elegant, but not too much where you kind of looking like you're standing out. As we come around the front, you just see this 360-degree view is just beautiful, as this car, no matter which way you're looking at it, is elegant, practical, but also has a nice sporty aggressiveness to it as well. Now, bear with me as we check out the inside of this beautiful XLE Premium. Alright guys, now when you spring for an XLE Premium package, you are also going to get a beautiful smart key system, which is going to help you get into your car a lot easier than usual. You do have your traditional lock and unlock, as well as your liftgate opening and closing buttons. You also have a panic button, but the beautiful thing about this car is not only that it's push start, or that you have all those wonderful features, but you can actually unlock your vehicle and lock your vehicle without having to take out your key at all. Now, this vehicle right now, as you can see, you can open this door right now, or you can lock this door, I should say. You get one chime and you've locked the vehicle. Now, with an easy, just putting your hand in there, 2 chimes later, you are in this vehicle, and that's all it takes. Very quick, very easy. So this whole system is not only just intuitive, but it also opens up a car that is elegant as well. You have a beautiful Softex leather interior that really just pulls this car together. It really gives it a nice, rich vibe. Now, as you're coming around inside, give me just a moment, I'm going to hop in here. You can just feel the space that's in here when you jump in. And I would recommend that if you're looking at one of these vehicles, you have to come see it in person, because there's nothing like sitting in the seat of one of these vehicles. It's just so comfortable. It's got everything at a touch of a button, but it's also just a wonderful, spacious vehicle that has the perfect amount of space for your driver. Now, give me just a moment as we start this bad boy up. Now, as you can hear, and you'll hear better if you're sitting in this vehicle actually in it yourself, is that this car is nice and quiet. It's got a wonderful feel to it. You still hear your engine perform wonderfully, that 2.5 4-cylinder that we'll talk a little bit more about later. But you can also just hear that it's nice and quiet. Right now, I have the air going just a little bit, and as I turn that off, it's just a quiet vehicle. The car is idling nice and low. It's very, very comfortable, and it's not a loud cabin whatsoever. Now, as we move in, you have a nice multi-information display system here, 4.2 inches to be exact, and it is jammed right in the middle of your speedometer as well as your tachometer, where you're going to have a lot of different options to choose from. As I quickly cycle through, you'll see just a couple options you have. You've got your cruise control settings and lane tracing alert settings that you can look at. You also have your audio settings, which will show you what's playing, whether you're using Bluetooth, you're plugging in your Apple CarPlay, or you're even just listening to the radio, respectively. As you move across, you can see you have a total time as well as distance indicator and monitor that you can use. Those of you who might track mileage for work, this is a very handy system that'll really be able to help you keep track of where you're going and when you're going. And you also have our Toyota Safety Sense suite that really helps really tell you what exactly is going on in your vehicle. You have your lane tracing alert with steering assist, pre-collision system, blind spot monitor, and rear cross traffic safety alert. A lot of acronyms in there. Some of them can be hard to remember, but your Toyota Safety Sense system is there really to keep you on the road as safe as possible and to get you from point A to point B without any problems. Now, as you can also see, as we move out to this vehicle, you have a beautiful 8-inch touchscreen here that is very, very handy. You're going to be able to use it for your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, respectively, by plugging in your device's factory cable. But you can also use it a number of different ways as well. You have your range indicator can be here, that you can see all the statistics of how efficiently you have been driving or maybe have not been driving. You can also open your menu and have audio settings, phone settings, where you will attach your phone to Bluetooth, which will help you answer phone calls and as well as call other people as well. And you have your projection screen, which again goes back to your Android Auto or your Apple CarPlay. I apologize, had a little brain fart there, respectively, that will be able to help you there. Now, we also have a wonderful climate control system in here as well. You press your auto and you're going to have dual zone climate control, where the passenger and driver respectively can have different settings. Now I got to turn this down because this car is trying to cool us down. But you can have different settings for each driver respectively. If you're cooler on one side and hot on the other, you can actually switch those and keep everybody cool and warm. You have your traction control as well as your heated front seats section as well. You can have a high or low setting respectively, as well as this car is equipped with stop start, so you can actually turn that off if you wish to keep your car running and not to use stop start respectively. Now, as we come around down to the bottom here, you're going to see this car does have our dynamic torque control all-wheel drive system, which is going to give you a number of different models to play with as it concerns using your all-wheel drive. You will have the Canada button, as I like to say, the snow on and off button right here that you're going to be able to use for the 6 months out of the year. It seems like we have snow here. You also will have mud and sand and rock and dirt. These are two different options that you can use. Maybe you're driving around a back country or you're headed to the cottage. You might want to use rock and dirt. Maybe you're going a little off-road and you want to take this car and see what it can do off-road. You can also use mud and sand as well. Your shifter here is also leather wrapped, beautiful shifter through and through that you're able to use for your park, reverse, neutral, and drive, as well as sport settings where you'll be able to change different ranges of your gearbox. Now, finally, as we look around to do one last pan of the front of the car, you can just see, I cannot rave enough just about how nice this interior is. You've got all durable but really nice fabrics used throughout. These seats are so comfortable. They are powered on the driver's side 8-way, so you're able to adjust lumbar support as well as move forward or back respectively. It's just a comfortable vehicle all in all, and really everything is super easy for the driver to grab if necessary, and your sight lines are beautiful as well. So all in all, just a wonderful interior in the front. Bear with me as we go for a drive now in this beautiful XLE Premium RAV. Alright guys, now we're going to take this XLE Premium RAV for a drive, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the different features that you have behind the wheel of this beautiful car. Alright, so here we go. One of the first things that I like to mention when I drive any of these cars is the acceleration right off the start. truth is, when you're driving a car, you're gonna be stopping, starting all the time. And so you wanna know, how well does it start and how well does it stop? Well, it starts really, really nice. It has a really good engine noise to it. It's a 2.5 four-cylinder engine, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about that specifically at the end of the video, but it is a very powerful motor. It gives you a lot of oomph, gets you a lot of speed to get you going, maybe to pass someone on the highway or to join on the highway, but it also slows down very well too, and it gives you a very nice smooth acceleration and deceleration all at the same time. Now, one of the claims to fame for Toyota recently has not only just been that they're super reliable and super practical, but they're super safe. And so we have our Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 system in this vehicle. And I mentioned it a little bit earlier before, but you have lane tracing assist with, lane tracing alert with steering assist. You also have pre-collision, dynamic range cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, as well as auto high beam. And so these are awesome suite of features that are going to keep you safe on a 360-degree scale. You have the pre-collision that's going to help you in the front, the dynamic range cruise control that's also going to help you in the front. You got your blind spot monitoring that protects the sides of the vehicle, and your rear cross traffic alert will also protect you from behind as well. So 360 degrees of absolute safety for this vehicle. Now, this question has been asked before by different people viewing these videos, and they've asked, can you turn those features on and off? Well, the truth is the car comes with those features activated, and you can turn them off, but Toyota recommends that you keep them on all the time to keep you as safe as possible while driving the vehicle. Now, again, as we make this turn here back onto the major road, we have enough acceleration to really get us going and to move us. Now, one of the things that helps with our acceleration and our handling is this dynamic torque control all-wheel drive system. Now, I spoke about that earlier with the different settings that you have here, and you have snow, mud and sand, rock and dirt, and all of them really help keep you on the road nice and safe and give you the most traction, which is going to help you while you're driving. As we know, in Canada, you get about 6 months of winter, it seems like, and so when you're driving on your way to work in the wintertime, rest assured you will be safe. Now, finally, we have 3 different driving modes that you can use with this car. We start off with normal mode, which is just factory settings. It's going to give you a little bit of everything. It'll help you stay a little bit more economical, but it'll also give you a lot of power to keep you driving in the city normally. But we also have eco and sport modes. Our eco mode, just as you say, would always be for keeping you as economically as possible. It's going to use the least amount of fuel while you drive this vehicle. The sport mode is the opposite. It is going to give you a lot of fun, a lot of acceleration, and really make this drive a lot more fun when you're driving our XLE Premium RAV. So all in all, this car is fully ready to go. You've got the practicality of wonderful handling while also having the wonderful capability of being able to drive a wonderfully luxurious vehicle at the same time. Stick with us as we check out the back seat. All right, guys, let's check out the back seat of this beautiful XLE Premium RAV4. Now, as you can see in the back here, the Softex leather does continue into the back seat as well. This is a beautiful bench seat that you can use not only to collapse the seats down for a little bit more space in the back, but you can also fit a couple of more people in there. Maybe if you're a little bit bigger, you'll be able to fit easier in here, as well as it just gives you a better structure for the back seat that's going to bring more comfort to those who are sitting in there. Now, bear with me for a second as I hop in. I'm going to close the door. You'll be able to see that there's tons of space in here. Now, I was just sitting in the front of this car, as you can see on the drive, and there's tons of space right here for me to be able to keep my knees. Someone like myself who's 6'1", it's actually a ton of space for me to fit in the back here. There's a lot of space in between, and my seat was pulled back enough for me to feel comfortable in the front. So there's tons of space in the back here. If you're someone who's a little bit taller, maybe a little bit bigger, you are going to fit in here like a glove. It's going to be very, very comfortable. Now, like I said, this back seat that's one piece, it's a bench seat, it's extremely comfortable. So if you're going for a longer trip with your family, maybe on a road trip, you're going to feel that it's very, very comfortable, very sturdy, but also it kind of molds to you just to give you a little bit more space. Now, as you can see, I did not miss that we do have a powered moonroof in here. Again, some of you may know if you've seen other videos before, I love the powered moonroof because it really gives you a ton of light in here. Really, at night, it gives you a lot of the starlight as well, and it's a very, very beautiful interior cabin. So through and through, you have a lot of space, which is what you need for your sport or utility vehicle, as well as a lot of comfort for the family on long haul trips. Now, bear with me as we check out the trunk as well. Easy to get out. I'm going to come around the back. There's a couple of different ways that you can access your trunk. You can use your remote. You can also use a button inside the vehicle, and you can actually just press the button here on the tailgate. You're going to hear a chime, and then it's going to open up for you nice and smooth. As you can see, tons of space in the back. I mentioned earlier that you can actually put these seats down and they will collapse, so you'll have up to the back of the passenger and driver's seat respectively to fit all your IKEA purchases, Canadian Tire purchases, hockey bags, or even groceries. Now you can see all of our new cars do come with our winter and summer mats here ready to go for you, as well as a removable tonneau cover that is really going to be able to help you when you're parking your vehicle. If you want people to not have a look in the back, or you don't want direct sunlight on your stuff, you're going to be able to use this as well. And it does collapse and come out if you want to remove it as well to put those seats down. So all in all, you have a vehicle that is extremely very utility driven, but it's also practical, and it's also a lot of fun to drive as well. Now bear with me as we go to the last part of our video where we check out the engine. Alright guys, now we're on the last part of this video where we're going to check out the money maker of the vehicle. The make it or break it aspect of any car really is the engine. If you get a good engine, the rest of the car can really be made up for, but if you get a bad engine, there's nothing that can save that car. So this is our 2.5 four-cylinder engine here in this RAV4 XLE Premium. It's an amazing motor. We here at Toyota use it in a bunch of our different cars. You'll get it in other RAV4s. You'll get it in our Camry and a couple other vehicles as well. This is a powerful motor. You can tell it's a Toyota because everything is very easily displayed out. You can change your fluids quite quickly. You can check your levels quite easily, and it's very easy to work on. You also have a battery that is prominently displayed at the front in case you ever need to boost a Ford or a Honda. You are ready to go. And so all in all, very clean engine bay. This 2.5 four-cylinder will get you 203 horsepower. It's connected to a 55-liter tank as well as our 8-speed auto transmission. You're looking at a combined fuel ratio of about 7.1 liters per 100 kilometers. So you're going to get a pretty efficient vehicle as well as a powerful one as well. Now, if you're in the market for a RAV4 and maybe there's not enough horsepower in this one at 203, feel free to check out our RAV4 Prime, which actually has 302 horsepower as well. So no matter where you're at, there is a RAV4 for you. Feel free, if you have any questions, to post them in the comments below. I'd love to chat with you about that. And if you're interested in getting one of these in your driveway or even taking one for a test drive, feel free to come on down to 110 Can-Am Crescent here in the Brampton Auto Mall, and one of our amazing staff would love to help you out. Have an awesome day. Take care until the next video.